Hello, and welcome to episode 4 of my, I was about to say Seleucid campaign, but no. It is my Ptolemaic campaign, and yes, we have finally ended our extensive border wars. Sure, we remain in a conflict with the Seleucids and their loyal vassal, the Lydians, the wretched Lydians, who appear to actually be destitute now. Looks like we're just floating aimlessly in the Syrian Sea, in the Eastern Mediterranean. Ships breaking down, becoming nothing as the Galatians have occupied their homeland. Yet, we are a prosperous faction now, with 2 strong provinces, but also bountiful enemies who, while not at war with us, they are waiting for an opportunity to strike.
I am here.
And make a mess of our frontiers. So right now we need to kind of decide
welcome, friend,
how we wish to handle this situation, how we wish to rid ourselves of some of these threats, because truthfully, our provinces can erupt into violence at any given time. So we do need to kind of future-proof our provinces here. Now, over here in Jerusalem lies the Yehudim faction, the Jewish kingdom, and they've started to recruit these Maccabean guards, which honestly, the moment I saw their stats, I pissed myself and declared peace with them, or made peace with them. They're an elite spear unit, a very strong elite spear unit. Good armor, excellent morale. Not too quick, but virtually impregnable. I mean, their melee defense is off the charts. And I simply do not have any units capable of going toe-to-toe with them easily. The Jewish spearmen were quite easy to defeat, though, when I was fighting armies stock full of them. But once I saw these particular fellows, I just decided, nope, it's not happening. I'm not winning against them. So I made a peace, and I just didn't want to take the city. Yet they could attack me at any given point. And I could say the same thing about these Libyans over here on the frontiers. I've been at war with them 2 times already, and I fully expect them to eventually cast their covetous gaze upon Libya once again and attack me. Also, I have these pirates, but they're more of an annoyance than anything else. So, I don't really know what to do here. Like, I could go ahead and, I don't know, go into Phasania and just take it. But I would have to shift an army over here, which would take as many turns to accomplish. I could ready up for war once again and just overpower Jerusalem, because I will have the advantage of numbers if I build 2 armies. I could also shift an army down here and go fight the pirates. It's just actually, you know what? Exactly what I should do, in fact. At least try to push them away, because they are very annoying, and they are impacting my income negatively, so I should do that. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'll end the turn, because this turn's already over. I played it out last stream, and we'll figure out what to do here. Now, I'm kind of leaning towards going into Phasania, because I think that at the very least
the portents are clear. A treaty.
I don't want a non-aggression pact with them, because Antagonists never survive at the late game. And whoever they end up getting killed by will hate my guts if I have a non-aggression pact with them. So, why create negative diplomacy for myself in the future when it's so predictable? Now, I am thinking about going into Libya, just because I think that at the very least I can keep that territory down long term. If I take Jerusalem, I think someone else is just going to declare war against me for it. And I kind of want to, like, be more safe in my expansion right now. Like, I was thinking Phasania, and then afterwards I shift back towards Egypt, and I go into Nubia. That way I secure my southern flank, I secure my western flank, and only then do I focus going east. But I was thinking also about, like, going towards the Arabs first. Going down here into Arabia. I think that they're a little bit more vulnerable in general. At least that's kind of my instinct. So yeah, I think that that's going to be the play, to be honest. And let's go ahead and try to accomplish it. I'm going to have this army cross into Libya. It's going to take a little while for him to get here, admittedly, but I have time. I have time and I have the manpower. Meanwhile, this army does need to grow because ultimately there is a constant threat here from the Jewish kingdom. I will have to eventually fight them again, given that they just generally dislike me. So let's ready up for war here. I can make two of these Jewish slingers. Can go ahead and hire some more Galatians. Galatians are always appreciated. Get a cavalry unit. I did drift to the wrong settlement if I wanted to actually recruit properly, but alas, it matters not.
We fight for you, my lord.
Meanwhile, I can go ahead and bring this agent over. Now, who are these guys at war with? Is there opportunities? You know what? I can, like, move his army just slightly forward. Just inch him forward towards the frontier. There's no harm in doing that. And we'll wait. So, I don't know, man. Like, the Jews could end up getting frisky and just trying again to raid into Egypt. They weren't willing to entertain trade treaties with me. They weren't willing to accept non-aggression pacts. They don't like me. They see me as their primary threat. And with a full stack of Maccabean guards, if that's what they do end up making, and I really hope that they don't, I really hope that divine intervention strikes and they don't decide to recruit their finest units, but I really do think that that's unlikely. I think that they do very much like the Maccabean Guard, and they probably will recruit a full stack of them. Need to have an army waiting to oppose them, which actually has a forlorn chance of beating them. Yeah, Arabian spear bands are pretty good too, actually. 19 defense, meaning that they're like a good, decent spear unit. Weaker than the Maccabean guards, but again, I was really hoping that they were going to go for Jewish spearmen. They are very much beatable. Maccabean guards, not as much. Yeah, this Jewish faction, this is like the strongest that they can get. They're actually... They actually could turn into a regional powerhouse, and they're not declaring war stupidly on other factions either.
How can I will find them.
I don't know, we can get some intelligence on them, but that's hardly gonna help. Minus 5% upkeep is admittedly pretty dang good, so... You know what? I'm gonna flip-flop here, and I'm gonna change my mind.
At once.
I think we have to go and annihilate these Judeans while we still have a chance to, before they grow into some sort of powerhouse. Because I'm like looking at these guys, and they're just like straight up not close to my border. Oh, they have the nobles, so the nobles are more offensive than the Judeans, but oh god, dude, every single army I'm seeing is better than the armies I have. They're going for quality over quantity. On each frontier, I don't necessarily have quantity established either. I'm just weak. Weak right now. It's not what Pharaoh ordered. I can't tax my people to oblivion to afford my conquest either, because I don't have a ton of subjects to tax. Almost all my territories are kind of depopulated. Sure, we have minor growth in some cities, and others we actually are negative population. We're barely positive. I am happy that my military ally in Rhodes actually took Salamis. That's pretty good.
At your command.
And I'll put these guys in this stance. actually give me some income. Yeah, I don't quite like what I'm seeing. Across the board, my enemies are growing stronger, and I'm not growing strong enough to counter them. You know, I kind of regret not trying to force an end to the wars with Judea last stream. I should not have allowed them to solidify their strength as they have, and now it truly is my fault what's gonna come next. But no, I think I should just declare war on them as soon as possible. It might ruin my reputation a little bit, but we're like almost... Actually, I don't know if it's 5 turns or 10 turns I have to wait between wars, because like there's a diplomatic penalty if you declare war too soon after ending one. Let's go see. Let's see how it's gonna go. It's been only like 2 turns since we were at war.
The door is open to you, but if you wish to go beyond the
Ready for battle. The gods guide my footsteps.
I can wait. I don't really want to, but I can wait. Especially because I can actually wait for my income to build up a little bit. And we can just have these guys in a better stance. Oh. We have upgrades. What a good opportunity to upgrade. And you know what? We can focus on growth here, actually. Which one gives us better growth? Do either of these give us growth? Yes, this one does. We'll build this. Yeah, my strategy here is just wait. Just wait. Good things happen to those who wait. As they say. As they say, it literally sounds like the type of quote that you'd get out of, like, Forrest Gump, but it's true. And to whoever's watching, welcome. Hope you're enjoying your time watching the campaign play out. Trying to be strategic here, mind you, though. You know, if you've ever played a DEI campaign, I'm sure that you've seen Egypt that's like at war with like 50 factions, and it's what I want to prevent at all costs. Don't want to be mired in more wars than I can handle. And you know what? I just have to stop raiding and go back to my settlement here to retain some supplies, and then I'll go back to raiding. Let's see. This army can get some more cavalry for sure, but it does need more pikes. Get some elite pikes, some regular pikes. Could go for some more skirmish in theory, but I'm gonna go up against Judean heavy units, so maybe not. Maybe I don't need slingers to go up against heavy infantry. We're not gonna be able to penetrate through that armor all that effectively. No, I definitely need more pike power. But if I dip into my Eugenies population too much, I can't retain these guys. So you know what? Get only one more. Let's go for another pike instead. And we'll end the turn at that. I think that this army is turning out pretty good though. Next turn, we'll try to do some diplomatic stuff too. We'll see if there's any potential allies we can create here. Perhaps we can entice the Nabateans to declare war on the Judeans. It is a far-flung possibility, mind you, but we can attempt it. We can attempt a little bit of intrigue here to divert the attention of the Yehudins, so we can swoop in and maybe capture Jerusalem more easily. If that makes sense.
My people are proud, as are yours.
A defensive alliance with
pride
Pontus,
does not
a faction
stop
that appears to be on its way out, given the balance of power. No, thank you.
Your wisdom
yeah,
is...
no, not with so many Garmantian nobles on my border. I'll allow Romans to handle those guys. Thank you very much. Thank you, but no thank you. So, Nabatea dissolved this trade agreement because trade is no longer possible. Have they become landlocked, perhaps? Yes, because they were at war with literally everyone, so not so good.
Welcome, honored emissary.
Not so good.
The gods rightly
it be that way sometimes. Now, what about the Seleucids? It looks like every
Greetings.
time I look at them,
Well,
balance of power is kind of closing a little bit. They don't seem to be doing super well. At least I just assume that they aren't. All right.
I will be a patient audience.
All right. What
for your
about Kush?
speech.
Kush, man, low is really crazy actually. Like low when it comes to like possibility of making a trade agreement, almost seems like they are gonna attack me at some point. That's the vibe I'm getting. Okay, let's go ahead and raid. Give us 1,000 more income. That's pretty good. And at this point, I think we were like really close to being able to declare war against them. 2 turns. 2 turns so we can get war.
we fight for you, my
That
lord.
means I put these guys in patrol region. We get the positive public order buff. And we wait 1 more turn. And just, we're like so close, guys. We're so close to being able to declare war. What about the Romans? I mean, like, I've seen these guys. and
Rome is, as
They
always,
don't like me. They really don't like me because of some very minor things. They're like treaties with these guys. But these guys are really, like, they don't like me.
I am here.
The treaties were peace treaties after we took their
flapping tongue
territory
that's
and
big.
killed them in battle. But the Romans don't care about that, do they? They like to see what they like to see. They just want to casus belli so they can declare war on me
The
later.
door is...
Damn Romans. I know their tricks. Okay, we make another turn go by, and I'm gonna make another turn go by after that. I do eventually need to go and fight Vegetarians, but it's gonna be on my terms here, and it's gonna be without overwhelming problems occurring because of it. And after that, I'm gonna go on to Tyre, and I'm gonna take Tyre. Then we'll have Yehuda united under my banners once again, because Salamis is already in the hands of my military ally, Rhodes. Once Yehuda is united, we can look towards the Arabs, who I don't have any treaties with right now, because we're no longer trading with Nabatea. We never had any treaties with Kushites here. I think that they are rife for exploitation here, and we are going to exploit them heartily. It looks like it looks here that these Garamantians, they are most likely not in good health. Yeah, the Romans just took one of our settlements, which means that they're not long for this world. Also, I am going to go ahead and try to do something stupid, just so
Be welcome, emissary.
the Romans like me.
The people of Carthage welcome honest men and honest... The funeral
The Romans
pyres
like me
will-
now. Yes!
Welcome, welcome.
That's what I like to call giving the Romans fellatio. When you declare war on all of the people that they're at war with. You know what? I'm actually gonna go and cockblock the Romans in Africa. I'm gonna go ahead and try to take some of their territories.
I live to serve Pharaoh.
Get all the people that I just like randomly am at war with now.
I am here.
They don't matter.
You have my attention.
Because they're client states. They could make peace with me in theory, but they're not gonna.
Speak, my friend.
These guys are not gonna
Our
trade
merchants
unless
do not want trade
bribe
with
them,
you,
probably.
and my master
That's
takes
whatever.
note of their undoubted expertise.
Now, I'm not gonna go capture those African provinces, mind you. I'm not gonna capture them, but I am gonna go make some satraps out of them. Or client states. Again, I don't know if I have satraps or clients. I'm not so sure. But it's always useful to get some of these types of allies, to get these subservient little powers working for you. They're not always particularly useful, but sometimes they can be.
We fight for you, my lord.
Why?
Ready for orders.
Everybody is diseased right now.
Set forth in Pharaoh's name.
Well, that means we have to strike while my army can still stand.
Two things.
I live to serve. That path is blocked, my lord.
Slaves minus 32? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. That is really bad. We are gonna lose a lot of public order here. We're gonna really lose a public order. You know what? In fact, I'm gonna go sell slaves. I'm gonna go sell slaves. I think that it's worth it. These slaves, they're nothing but trouble.
None will escape.
And we're gonna go ahead and attack the Carthaginians here. Because I see an opportunity, and you know what? Why would I turn an opportunity away? Why would I ever do that? Meanwhile, the Libyans, I think that eventually they'll cease to exist. I'm pretty confident that the Romans are going to wipe them out now that they're in Phasania. Now that they appear to be focused on them. The Romans, you know, they expand a little bit slowly in DEI. As in, you kind of expect them to get the places quicker if they're more focused. But they are an AI factions, I guess. It's inevitable. So let's see what happens here. Can go for a bunch of slingers up front. Go for some of these guys at the back. Cover some of these guys next. Actually, you know what? Frontally, I think it's better to have my better units. But these guys are more like javelin junkies anyway. Meanwhile, we can have the Egyptian mercenary bands here because they're really good at a frontal charge. They are like berserkers for some frickin' reason. Yeah, let's do this.
Ready!
Phalanx is kind of in the back, you know, they can go fill a gap if one appears, but I don't think that this Carthaginian garrison is capable of tearing a gap through my ranks, so I'm somewhat confident that that will happen. I can get my cavalry to kind of exploit a flank over here. I think I could systematically rip this garrison apart. I just want to ensure minimal casualties from my end. That's kind of my goal here. So yeah, I'll get my slingers to kind of fire away. And maybe get within javelin range here too, ideally. The Garamantians have 3 javelin volleys. That's like for only real strength. The Egyptian infantry, if I could charge a Libyan spearman head on, I'll win. I'd love to do that. Yeah, I'll let my Yehudan slingers fire. Now the enemy do have some pretty decent shields here, but also 15 armor. Actually, 15 armor is not bad for Libyans. The Carthaginians have actually armored these Libyans somewhat. But you know what? Javelins are relatively decent at tearing through armor, and I'm pretty sure that my slingers have been chipping away
One of our
at these
units
guys.
has used all its ammunition.
Tribesmen!
Looks like the Garamantians are slightly out of range here. These Libyans have been wrecked.
Egyptian infantry! Spill them time! Orders! Sting and Golizas!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
These Egyptians, do they have axes? They have axes. That's like a Rome 1. Are you doing this on purpose? Doing what? Doing what, my friend? Let me understand what you're referring to. Is it my new sunny disposition towards life, which apparently is like that of a Mormon? Which I can actually see it.
That's me!
I can see it. The reason I'm streaming at this time is because I work a hybrid office job right now, and I don't have any work to do in the morning, so I'm using this time to stream, basically. That's solely the reason why. Otherwise, I'd just be sitting at my computer waiting for emails to come. So I kind of like have to be like in a constant state of readiness for this job, but don't actually have the most work to do. If that makes any sense. That sounds like a BSy type job. It's because it is a BSy type job.
The battle is turning in our favor.
The best kind of office job, right? Why would you want an office job that requires a humongous amount of work? That's pain. Now let's wrap these Garamantian levies around. I don't know. If I can like get into a position where I can javelin without like absolutely ruining my troops, I will. So I want to turn the damn slingers off. I think that they're just mostly committing friendly fire right now. I got a good charge on these Libyan javelin men, but
one of our units has used
also
all
my
its
general
ammunition.
does end up engaging the enemy general in melee. It's gonna go really badly. The moment that one cavalryman dies, I'm pulling out here.
One of our units has used all its
One
ammunition.
died. I'm pulling out.
Battle ready! Ready for battle! Spearmen ready for battle! Get ready! Our orders! Shut up!
I'm just like full focus right now, but I'll read the chat in a second. Oh! Just about streaming at the most annoying time still. I mean, do what I did. I get very limited viewers anyway. Mostly just doing this for the YouTube, and it's super easy to just export from Twitch, which I like. I guess. Watch enemy infantry. I assume at this point, Carthage's morale should just ebb away. Only the general is willing to stand and fight, and hopefully not for long. We're gonna charge him frontally and then rear charge. Hammer and anvil should break him real quick. And I assume that these guys run. Boom! Get wrecked, buddy. Get wrecked, scrub. And I'm gonna add this account as a mod. So you don't have to be on your main to be a mod. Why not, you know? I'm running math on the size of planetary ring in my stories. Total volume of 20 million. Wait, what? What do you mean your story? What do you mean, man? What are you working on? You're writing a novel or something? Please tell me you are. I'll be sick. Okay, I'm gonna liberate these guys. And let's see, do we have clients or do we have... It's a client? Military ally.
Please accept as
It's
a
just a
most
military
humble
ally.
audience for your terms, my
I mean, that's kind of cool.
I agree and admire your sense and clear thinking.
That's kind of cool to get a nice military ally out of that. I'll take it. And now I'm just gonna go kind of run away. We're losing a bit of money every turn, but it's reasonable.
It is an honor to serve you.
Alright, so what happens? You're writing a story set in Warhammer 40k. Oh, that's cringe. That's cringe. I apologize for saying so, but Warhammer is kind of cringe. I mean, I'm glad that you have a hobby, but simultaneous Warhammer is kind of cringe. Because can you think of possibly a more nerdy thing than Warhammer? Didn't think so. Literally cannot. It is the epitome of nerddom. It is the greatest nerdy thing. Predisposed to like.
We see
It's kind of
little
funny, bro. I'm not gonna lie, but true. You know, I recently, like, I know a lot of people I knew, they liked Warhammer, so I decided to go and buy, like, a cheap set of Warhammer figurines to paint. Didn't like it. Didn't care for it. So I wanted to kind of sell the figures I didn't paint to try to make a little bit of money back. And believe me, every single individual who messaged me on Marketplace was so abundantly autistic and it was hilarious, dude. I got some of the most funny market messages you could possibly imagine that day.
I live to... We take this settlement for you, my lord. Ready for battle. Make haste, men!
Anyways.
Be welcome, and may Hermes bless your words with appropriate speed, for I have other business.
Man, I don't know why the Seleucids hate me so thoroughly. I haven't shed a single drop of Seleucid blood in this
Rome's
campaign.
name, be welcome.
I guess ancient wounds run deep, but still an annoyance nonetheless. Now I do want to sell off my slaves, but it's going to take a little while. Simultaneously, this raiding is so annoying. Yep. Even with these two armies, I still cannot win this. It's impossible. And I have like no supplies, so I'm gonna probably just lose, man.
Kill them all!
Can't recruit a mercenary, though. I might as well. This battle is gonna be intense, so I might as well use all the help that I can get. Yeah, this army is moving away. Ain't much I can really do. Other than wait, I think that the Judeans will end up taking up my offer to fight. I don't want a plastic model worth its weight in gold. Yeah, I mean, I could see why. I don't understand why those pieces of plastic are so expensive. Like, they kind of look cool in the box and stuff, and people insist that, oh yeah, the price comes because of the quality, the very high quality. These are the highest quality miniatures money can buy. Yet they're not even that high quality. I mean, they're just like normal, reasonably good quality plastic. It's nothing insane. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing amazing. It's just like, okay, it's all right. It's whatever. Now, it looks like the Romans might be going in for a kill shot here. Ooh. Tripolitana has its first war, its first real sense of conflict. Well, I don't think that they're actually gonna get attacked, but I don't know, good luck to them, I suppose. I really also hope that my War of Carthage doesn't end up biting me in the butt later, because you know, when I glaze the Romans by doing this, but...
Let us talk.
Yes!
You have chosen wisely.
Yeah. Yes!
Rome embraces this and the virtues of your fine people. This is a day
I
of
was
progress.
hoping about glazing the Romans for so long. Yeah, I agree with you, Furley. If you had like a 3D printer or like anything, you can most definitely replicate said models. And also, while I do really want to like
cower before our might.
Yeah, like I would absolutely be willing to attack the Yehudins there, but I feel like it's kind of like cheating to auto-resolve like a decisive battle like that, so I'm gonna wait. I don't want to attack them with limited siege equipment, I can tell you that though. Still need to build more ladders, build a ram. Also, we're running out of food. We'll run out of supplies before I do, so it's worth it for me to actually just stay here. Meanwhile, I'll keep on just selling slaves. You know what? Let's get the better Odeon. It'll pay dividends in the future, trust me. Even though it's an expensive building. And you lose food out of it too. Which kind of sucks, but sometimes you lose food, man. But yeah, I don't get the hype behind the miniatures. Oh, I guess you know what? If you have like a group of friends and everybody likes playing the board game or something, I could see it. I could see it. You know, like at that point, you're just investing in playing with your friends. You know, it's like buying extra remotes for a console or something. Like, but the problem, of course, is that it usually ends up becoming an obsession, and then people have multi-$1,000 miniature collections that they cannot flip under any circumstances. Because once you've customized a miniature, I feel like it loses most of its retail value. At least for normal people, it does. What if America wasn't a beta? It's a question you should direct to Trump, man. Trump would have a good answer for you. He'd probably do a little funny dance, have an emote on you. Why is this turn taking so long? Surely there's a reform about the hit here. Give me Pharaohs. Give me Freyos. Let's go! Freyos. Freyos reforms means extra units I can recruit. Let's go. I mean, they can't recruit anything right now, but still, let's go.
Kill them all! Besieging settlement.
You know what, if they don't sally out next turn, then I'll attack them. I really want them to sally out, alright? I know, it's kind of a beta move, actually. Speaking of betas, it's a massive beta move, but I really want them to sally out.
My lord.
Are they attacking me? No. Dude, I'm so glad the Romans decided to go for some agreements with me,
At the
though.
Senate's request, I give ear to your just and undoubtedly noble requests.
And next turn we'll attack. You know, once I got asked in...
Bound by treaty, our land
I'll
would
give
be
you
as
this,
trireme
right?
and sail.
America is innately a settlement right, a colonial settlement, and I don't mean that in like a social justice-y way, but I mean that it is a place that has been mostly, at least as an economic military entity, built by people heading from overseas, right? That's what's made it internationally noteworthy. And if America had not allowed all of this settlement to happen, like in theory, for hundreds of years since its conception, it didn't allow any immigration, not from Western Europe, Eastern Europe, Southern Europe, Asia, Africa, whatever. It just completely isolated itself because of some sort of, we could say maybe Puritan principles or something, right? Just for some reason, ideological or whatnot, they decided to isolate themselves. Then it could be a sparsely populated, irrelevant nation. And in which case, I think it would treat itself like almost any island state in the sense that it would be somewhat irrelevant. And it wouldn't have its current impact on global affairs. And I don't know, that would be my take here. That'll be my interpretation. Now, let's see what we can do here, because eventually I need to actually act, and I actually have more troops that are in the state of decay than them, and I don't really care if this garrison pops off. Now, I have to go and try to take Jerusalem's walls here, so let's do what every crusader dreams of, and let's go take Jerusalem. Battle of Jerusalem, 266 BC, the Maccabees. These are Maccabean guards, named the units. I'm gonna call these guys the Maccabees, even though the Maccabees were a unique product of the Seleucids. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. This SAR is gonna be interesting. That America would be a true alpha? Absolutely. But like 2,000 people that live in America, they would all be alpha males. That's the truth. That's the truth that the libs don't want you to know. Okay, if I want to use a ram, then I have to go for the main gate here. But I also have so many ladders that ramming is sort of pointless. I also don't have the most cavalry, so the advantage of opening the gate is somewhat limited. The problem, of course, is that the main enemy forces are going to be coming as actual reinforcements. Like, we're going to be coming in as an army that's coming in as reinforcements. Should be obvious, but I just want to make out. We're going to be coming in as a regular army. They're not deployed into settlements, so I don't know. I think it's probably best for me to just take the walls as quickly as possible, because the garrison inside is somewhat weak. Like, they have maybe 5 or 6 units of Maccabean guards, but it's not the huge amount that I'd otherwise have to fight. I'll have my Galatians race up the walls. They're the most competent melee fighters I have. The Judean slingers can go in behind them and try their best to cover them, but it's not going to be that good. Meanwhile, I also have reinforcements coming. I don't know where the enemies are, though. That's going to be like the main threat to me, to be honest. Let's see, what's up on these
reinforcements
walls?
have arrived.
Eastern archers, Judean pelt is Eastern archers.
Slingers!
It's gonna be a bloodbath, man. Eastern spearmen. Where are these Maccabean guards? I wanna look at these guys. They look like a really elite Pharaohs unit. A little rustic in their appearance, but I think that they'll do excellently in a melee. In fact, I know that they will. Never fought that unit before. Never had Egypt be this, or Judea be this hard to control.
And the double.
See you later. But I ain't Mormon, I just want to beat the allegations here. No, yeah, thanks for hopping in, man. I appreciate it.
Now!
Anyway, let's... Doesn't look like the enemy missile units are gonna really contest all that much. I don't know, I'm gonna try 2 volleys. If I get 0 kills... Nah, it seems like I'm mostly just wasting ammo by shooting here. And why would I want to do that? Also, where are the enemy reinforcements? Are we really all in the city? Oh. Oh! Drop the rams. We go kill. We go kill. We go kill. We go kill. We go kill! Come on, boys. Run it! I don't care about Jerusalem right now. I need to go fight this alternative army. If these guys get into the city, they can actually hold it indefinitely. I lose if these guys get into the city. This is obvious. If I can kill the majority of his heavy infantry, route them outside the city, kill their general in this elite Greek hoplite, these Macedonian traitors who think that they can rule Jews. If I can go ahead and cut these spearmen down, then this city is incredibly vulnerable. Yet if they make their way through this gate, and things become difficult. So my Thracian cavalry, these settlers, if they want a farm in Egypt when all this ends, we need to race here. We need to race to the finish line. I'm gonna have my light Thracian cavalry because they're making pretty decent time here. Gonna have them try their best to get into these Judean peltas, and we're gonna catch them, it seems. They're definitely gonna catch them. 100% gonna catch them. These Judean peltas are running back to their allies. I mean, sure, yes, our Thracians are taking damage from the walls, but oh, it's worth it. You better believe it's worth it. These Maccabean guards do not have javelins, so they can't really assist here all that much.
My lord, Ptolemaic cavalry, break the line, full glory! Proud sons of Egypt, as you say.
The first blood! The Judean Peltas go down, a noble Peltas unit, an elite Peltas unit, cut to shreds to the man. I mean, they're holding on, they're keeping formation.
The men are wavering.
We almost lost an entire unit. Yet, definitely a worthy opener. Still rushing for the gates. Forgot to micromanage my infantry. Keep darting my cavalry in and out. They have their eyes on the prize. I don't think that they're that easy to distract here. god. I mean, I absolutely destroyed these Judeans, but... Really?
Ready?
This guy died?
As you command. Our orders.
Oh my god, his Arabians are completely surrounded, but they're absolutely eating my cavalry.
Armored horses ready. Ready.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
I might as well just charge my guys in, I guess. What do I have to lose? I think far too many Maccabees have already gone through the gates here. From the walls, these guys are gonna have way more impact than they otherwise would.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Ready.
Cavalry! Forever loyal!
Swingers! Awaiting orders! Double cavalry! Swingers! Our orders! Fearless warriors! Kill!
One of our units has used all its
I
ammunition.
mean, we managed to kill some Maccabees. We got rid of a bunch of Judean Peltas. Wasn't like a horrible battle, but we didn't get a decisive win that we wanted. This is more of like a skirmish. Like a couple of Maccabean spearmen are gonna go down here.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Resilient these guys are, though. They even did like the bullshit retreat when you lose a bunch of men. Getting charged in the rear by Thracians. Cavalry. We're getting charged in the rear by cavalry and then decisively beating the cavalry. And I have to break them and I'm currently engaged with, and then I'll retreat from the field. And damn Pelt is coming back. These guys I must have already routed. Yeah, we'll just charge my general in, give him some Thracians as backup. Should be enough, I would think anyway.
Our general is under attack.
So pumping. We lost one general today. Can't afford to lose two. Looks like these guys are just genuine
Our men
reinforcements.
flee the field of battle.
Or I don't know.
This is a shameful
Maybe not.
display.
I don't really know. Let's back all these guys up. Back all these guys way up. All my infantry, all my missiles. Die, isn't he? Just trying to inflict casualties here. Unsuccessfully, mind you. Wait, how to lose so many men? I thought you don't lose any. Oh my god! I didn't lose as many pikes. I didn't lose as many pikes. Alright, so basically, when you admit defeat, when you concede defeat in a siege battle, usually what happens is that you don't lose any men. You just kind of walk away. I guess once blood has been spilt, you can't do that in the normal way. I don't know. Stupid. Or rather, that's annoying.
Ready for orders.
Are we gonna get a civil war now? Probably. Actually, no. Don't need to have one.
I live to serve Pharaoh.
How can I assist, Pharaoh?
Slave riots in Cairene? Well, it doesn't seem to have affected morale too much. Okay, so losers declare another war. Probably are gonna try to capture some territory over there. Weaker Greek state. Makes sense.
Ready for battle.
I have to send my military back to try to recuperate a little bit.
Ready for orders.
At least I think I have more resources than these guys. And also, I have Freya's reforms now, so perhaps I can maybe do some things a little bit cheaper.
Join our ranks.
I mean, I have linen cataphracts, which is actually a good unit, mind you. But they look a little bit goofy in the photos, I have to say.
At your
You know
command.
what? Yeah, let's get rid of this mercenary band, because they suck. Go cut some of the more useless units that we have.
How can I assist, Pharaoh?
Like these Falxmen too. They're not very good.
Ready for battle.
Damn, Freyospears are actually pretty good. Man, they're like almost Maccabean guards. They're not like as good, but they're almost there. And all of these Galatians are so fucking cheap. They're so cheap, and oh, they do recruit from upper population though. Ptolemaic swordsmen are okay. They're not great, but they're okay. Okay, what do I get here? We have a lot of really good options now. We have better options than before. I mean, we need cavalry for these guys, so... We have no money. We have no money. We have no money, there's nothing that we can do. What was the cost of getting this? $37.50. What was the cost of this? $2,400. I need some money. I think I can like steal. I think I could steal money. $2,800 gain. -4 loyalty, which means we risk a chance of a civil war. Let's spin the wheel here. Yeah, 1%, I can deal with 1%. It's not gonna make me, it's not gonna trouble me too much.
Ready for battle. We cannot pass here.
What can I do for Egypt?
have like 3 units of cavalry here.
My lord.
But we're readying up for a siege battle, so...
Ready for orders.
Yeah, one army is like
Ready
really
for
good.
orders.
Actually, you're both.
Ready
Man,
for
this one is way
battle.
more expensive. It's just the way it is.
My lord.
Oh man, let's just go for this one then.
My lord.
You don't have a lot of money. That's just the truth.
Come, join our ranks.
How can I assist, Pharaoh?
Alright. And you know what? I'm not gonna call that battle against the Judeans to be that much of a loss. I consider it more of an inconclusive battle. But I will take Jerusalem this stream. That's what I'm gonna promise here. I'm not gonna quit playing until I take Jerusalem.
Look to your gods and pray, for only in them will you now find.
I had no quarrel with the Nabateans. I wonder what made them consider war against me a good option. Weird. Hope this doesn't end with myself at war with like everyone, but I am quickly regenerating my army here, so we're in a good territory to do that.
Ready for advance.
This army is full.
I
This
live
army is
to
complete.
serve Pharaoh. Are you ready to serve?
Get 2 cavalry units and then a bunch of Jewish spears. Just, you know, they're like the right amount of money.
At your service, my lord.
Plus unit replenishment will obviously be quite useful right now, considering what we have going on. And I don't know, I'd love to end some wars here, to be honest.
I will listen.
Like, these guys, they
I
don't
cannot
even
say for
dislike
how
me that
long.
much. We fought them
matters of
so
state
little
and
over the years. Seleucids just hate me this much. Nabateans,
I give you greeting.
how much do you guys hate me?
We are not.
They don't have any settlements. They don't have a single settlement, the Nabateans, but they declared war on me. That is ambitious.
In time.
Okay, these guys are willing to entertain a peace, but that's because they're down to 1 settlement.
Do get.
And they're not interested in attacking me. Yehuda peace as well, because they know that I'm gonna come in next turn with far more power than they can match. So like, they're recovering a lot slower. We made like 10 units in 2 turns. We have to embezzle some money, sure, but we have a lot of it. A lot to embezzle here. We have 2 full provinces. They have 1 settlement. Even though they have the home field advantage, we definitely have the resources advantage. No denying that. So I think all in all, we're gonna be able to win this. Next turn, I just have to go in. But actually, no, not next turn. Turn after that. I don't think I can march all the way to Jerusalem in one with these types of farces. You know, they're not very cavalry heavy, so we're gonna be a little slow. But we should be almost full. Like, I think some units, maybe like 1 or 2 units, are still going to be recovering, but we should be like 90% of the way there. And we'll be able to march on Jerusalem and screw things up, especially now that they have an army parked in front of them.
What can
I do
Ooh,
for each?
Navy is starting to get a little bit sick here. Gotta go resupply. My spy has been collecting things.
At your command.
Yes, we marched
Setting forth
What
in
can I do
into a
for
territory.
Egypt asks much of its
My lord.
servants. For honor and great glory.
Well, not much I can do now, other than to wait. Wait and see. Again, we're still at war with many a faction, but I'm gonna try
Welcome.
turn after turn, round after round.
Do get to the...
Is there anybody I'm at war with whom I believe peace is possible other than that? No, it's pretty simple. Carthage, no peace because it'll piss off the Romans. Same thing with the Phazanians, or the Libyan faction I'm at war with. The Nabateans don't have any settlements, so they won't entertain a peace. It's just the way it is. If a faction has no settlements, they don't take peace treaties because they want to maximize their chances of walking into an undefended settlement and taking it with mercenaries. Yehuda, I'm attacking, so no peace for them. And Seleucids, I would take a peace, but they don't seem very determined. I think they'll fall apart eventually. I mean, they're warriors, man. They're holding out, but they'll fall apart eventually. But next turn should be the decisive moment here. Vad or Yehuda's gonna attack me, but we'll see. Looks like we're just chilling, though.
You have recruited so many.
At your command.
Ready for battle.
My lord.
What can I do for Egypt? How
I mean, I could fight them over here. And I think I will. So at least I don't have to take the city, right? This little fort thing is going to be a lot more simple to take. And I don't think that the Watch are going to stay inside the fort, in fact. I think that they're going to come charging out. Because look, they may have archer towers in there, but what they don't have are numbers. And if the numbers are going to be coming as the reinforcements they have, if they want to link up with them, they're going to have to walk out of their fort. So we'll see, but my experience playing this game makes me believe that they're just going to come charging out, and I should be able to get rid of them. Yeah, we have... Let's kind of flank with my spear units here. The Judeans. Let's see how my Judean Freos look. They look like a Freo spear unit, but more tandem with some menorahs on it. Cool. A nice Hellenized unit, but also not a particularly elite one. You can see like 80% have Freos armor, some of them don't.
First over the wall, they shall receive the greatest.
And
Our reinforcements
like I
have
said,
arrived.
boys, they're coming out. Coming out of her, coming out fast. Just close the distance so they can't ignore us, and
Await your command.
meet them on the field here.
At speed. At your service.
But glitchiness on the UI, but it's all good.
Run, curse you! Slingers! At speed! Citizen your orders! Advance at speed!
These guys are just running away, man. Celtas are trying to join the enemy. Oh, I'll go ahead and try to cut them off with my cavalry, unless they're just trying to trick me somehow.
Our general is under attack.
Wary of that, of course. Start closing the gap with my infantry. I want to fight the watch over here in the open field. I outnumber them. I feel like I have the quality as well of my new Freos armed additions. And this little wing here is a little threatening, but not the most. You know what?
Break the line!
Pikes beat Hoplite quite soundly, so...
Citizen cavalry!
My enemy general is putting on a very heroic face, but kind of dumb too.
Advance and speed, spearman!
Send in a contingent of infantry to fight these guys. These guys will actually turn off.
Citizen cavalry!
Yeah, I don't get what's really going on over here, but we'll pull my cavalry out for now. Yeah, this hoplite unit, they're about to go up against an elite pike, and there's really only one way this can end. I'll make my pike be about as offensive as possible. And yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time for the hoplite to start falling, but these guys are basically not going to be able to hit my pikes, and my pikemen, I mean, these are the best pikes that Egypt has to offer. So obviously they're going to be striking of absolute precision and accuracy here, and they're going to rip through this elite hoplite. Yeah, I can see the enemy reinforcements over there on the horizon. The watch is trying its best to cross over there. So yeah, this is kind of a... It's a matter of trying to catch the reinforcements. You know what? They can link up. As long as I can capture the settlement, it no longer becomes like a siege battle type of thing. It'd be a completely different type of battle. You can also do damage to them as they run away. So you know about their only real chances of linking up here. It's so much better than attacking Jerusalem. I'm just so happy that this is the way that things turned out. And yeah, we are going to go ahead and kill this experienced Jewish general, even though pikes are taking some damage. Yeah, this elite group I'm going to kind of leave. No chance of catching him, unfortunately.
Behind the blood and battle! Prepare to attack! You have our spears! Citizen cavalry!
I think I can maybe kill a unit or two here.
Slingers! Your orders. Understood. Ready and waiting. Your orders. Advance and spear!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Ready for battle!
Yeah, we caught some Maccabean guards.
Citizen cavalry! Advance and speed! Your orders.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and kill this one Maccabean guard as well as his pike. It's gonna be kind of like my reward for taking the initiative. Yeah, eventually this hoplite will disintegrate as my elite pikemen systematically dispatches the fine warriors of this unit, just making it crumble, and even eventually the general is gonna die here. Mr. Maccabee himself. Ooh.
Ready for orders. Citizen cavalry. Battle. Ready. Ready for battle.
Jewish spearmen, we can wipe them out too, I guess. Or maybe not, actually. I don't need to.
Melee cavalry. Yes, Commander. Orders understood. Ready and waiting.
Maccabean guards, they're holding very well, actually. The Galatians aren't really able to kill them all too effectively. They have the armor, they have the health, they have the skills. And at this point, enemy has caught up to me quite well. actually don't have a good... Dude, the enemy is way better form. Dude, I've been lazy here.
Pikemen! Understood! We hunger for blood! Battle!
Finally, the Maccabean guards break, but I'm not sure how worth it that was anymore. How is this fight still going on over here?
Advance at speed!
Man, the Judean army is holding so well. Okay, we have 3 units from the tier, 2 units from here. At least we have good units on this side. We have to utilize our cavalry and outmaneuver. Okay, let's run 4 Galatians forward. Obviously, these guys are elites. They're very good. A lot of pikes. Form them up in the back line. Once they actually fully form, they'll be.
We have captured a tower.
Good.
Fire spears! At the double! Pikemen! Yes!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Ready! Pikemen! Pikes! Ready for battle! Spears! Warrior spears! Yours to command! We hunger for blood and battle! Pikemen! By your command! Pikes! Yes, Commander! At your service! Pikemen! Slingers! Spears! Ready and waiting! Orders understood! Pikemen! We await your command!
We have captured a tower.
Finally, the Judean general pops off here.
Quick march!
Now, his Maccabean guard is getting shot up by their own people. This has slingers here.
At your service! Pikemen! Galatians!
And the Galatians on this flank didn't realize this army over here, they are the militia. And they should suck,
The men are
in
wavering.
theory. And then over here we have my Judean slingers. He should be able to get a kill or 2 on these guys. Move them in a little bit closer so our missiles have better effect. But
Ready for orders! Cavalry! Understood! Yes, Commander! Commander! Ready and waiting! Quick march! Yours to command! We await your command!
get some
One of our
flanks
units
over
has used all its
here.
ammunition.
Pikemen!
Form up a fucking phalanx over here. For here, we will eventually crack this garrison.
Commander! Yours to command!
I mean, this was a good charge, but long
By your
term,
command!
the cavalry will
Double
get
time.
cut down.
By your command!
Native pikes,
Ready for
I
orders!
just put them in here.
Advance!
Got my cavalry to flank.
Ready for battle! Aye! We await your command! Fight! At the double! We'll kill them all! Take their head! Pikemen! Ready and waiting! Pikemen! Hellenic cavalry! By your command!
so locked in right now. It's a huge sprawling battlefield, but I think we're about to turn the
One of our
Jewish
units
flank
has used all
here.
its ammunition.
Very confident that my cavalry can force a breakthrough here. Plus, I see some Maccabean guards breaking. Overall, my position's decent, with the exception of this flank. You know what? We're over-focusing on this one Maccabean guard here, which we're gonna rout soon anyway. Well, not soon, but like 5 minutes. Maccabean guards take 5 minutes to rout, but yeah, they'll go down nicely.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Now, what the fuck is this unit? Bro, they're not in lines, they're in a fucking mess, but the line formation worked great actually. It reformed it nicely. But these guys are also so many of my units are just kind of out of place. There we go. Garrison commanders have to be slain here. See some Judean units starting to crumble here, and you guys can see the balance of power is swung. I think we've been kind of subtly routing some units. I haven't seen like massive breakthroughs, but all across the line, we're starting to kind of give way. The Maccabean guards, while good, cannot handle pike onslaught, mercenary onslaught. My own spearmen adding their weight, like, we're just kind of pushing in. This is a new army these guys are facing, and they just can't handle the strength of a proper, disciplined, elite Ptolemaic army. With cavalry that can actually hold their own. And yeah, let's just hammer these guys here of Judean Threo spears, Galatian spears, and cavalry as well. You can see a center dissolve
One
here.
of our units has used all its ammunition.
Charge a general in.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Maccabean falls into center, and that really should be it. There's hardly anything left standing against me. Hardly anything left of morale. Sure, some Maccabeans are still willing to fight, but even that must end eventually. As Judean resistance crumbles and we finally win against them on their home soil. It's been a long time coming. Alright. And apparently I get 500 denarii out of it too. Yay! Not a lot of money, admittedly. And you know, I'm gonna do this because I really do need the money. And finally, Judea falls. Now, I'm gonna be real. I'm not actually... Oh man, I was actually gonna... I don't want subjugate. I wanted to liberate. Dude, if I subjugate, then I'm gonna fight them again. I'm just gonna loot it. I'm just gonna loot it.
What can I do for command?
I'm gonna tire. These guys have a decent army somewhere.
setting forth in Pharaoh's name.
Nah, these guys suck. Syrian spearmen, they're just mid-tier. Emphasis on the mid, mind you.
Ready for orders. On the move, my lord. Ready for orders. Finding shelter.
Greeting.
Seleucids don't want peace. Well, that's the stream, folks. It looks like we are now going to be expanding into the north here. Into Tyre, because ultimately that's what taking Jerusalem now requires. I need to expand in this direction, because now I have a city. I need to stabilize the province somehow, don't I? And that is, unfortunately, the way to do it. At least this way I can actually utilize my navy, and I'll do a joint attack on Tyre. So, stay tuned, folks. It's going to be an interesting one. But yeah, that's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. That was a very intense battle.